Have you ever felt that quiet fear, the one that wonders, what if they choose someone else? Even when you know your worth, even when you feel strong, that fear that still show up, not because something is wrong with you, but because there's a part of you still longing to feel fully chosen. In this message, we'll gently walk through that fear together, not to fix you, but to remind you of the truth. You are already enough. So let's begin. I want you to know that what you're feeling is completely understandable. Many of us carry a quiet fear deep inside when it comes to love, a fear that someone else might be chosen instead of us. This fear might whisper quietly at first, maybe when your partner mentions another person, or when you find yourself comparing, feeling less than or unsure. This feeling is not about who you are right now. It is an echo, a ripple from your past, a past where you might have felt unseen, overlooked, or less loved. Sometimes the people closest to us, even our own family, unintentionally send messages that make us question our worth. This leaves a subtle imprint on our hearts, a story that says, "Am I enough?" But here's the truth, and I want you to feel it deep in your soul. You're absolutely enough, just as you are. No one else defines your value. Not your family, not your partner, not anyone. Your worth is inherent. It vibrates from within you, a quiet frequency that the universe recognizes and adores. The fear you feel is simply a vibration that doesn't match who you truly are. It is a habit of thought that your mind has learned to replay, but you have the power to change it. The moment you become aware of this fear, you gain the power to shift your vibration, to choose love, confidence, and joy instead of doubt and comparison. In this moment, give yourself permission to release old stories. Imagine them like leaves floating down a gentle stream, carried away by the current of your rising vibration. You're moving into a new reality where you are fully loved, fully chosen, and fully celebrated for being exactly who you are. Our early experiences with love and acceptance shape the beliefs that run quietly beneath our awareness. When you grow up feeling overlooked or like someone else was always the favorite, this imprints on your subconscious mind a message that you might be less important, less lovable, or less worthy. Even if you never consciously believe that, the emotional energy of those moments creates patterns that affect your adult relationships. You might find yourself anticipating rejection or imagining that others will prefer someone else, even when there's no reason to believe so. The good news is that these patterns are learned, which means they can be unlearned. You can rewrite the old scripts by consciously choosing new thoughts and feelings. It takes awareness and gentle practice, but the universe responds to your vibration, matching your inner feelings with your external reality. Try this. When you notice a thought of comparison or doubt, pause and breathe. Ask yourself, is this true? Or is it a story I've carried from the past? Then deliberately choose a thought that feels better, such as, I am worthy of love exactly as I am, or exactly as this person over there. I am enough. Remember, your true value is not dependent on anyone else's opinion or preference. Your worth is an energetic signature that shines uniquely in this vast universe, attracting those who resonate with your true frequency. So now let's talk about how to recognize and manage emotional triggers. Triggers are those sudden waves of emotion that feel overwhelming or confusing, like jealousy, fear, or sadness. They come up when something reminds you of past pain, even something small like a question about someone else or a casual comment. The key is not to judge yourself for feeling triggered, but to become curious and compassionate. When you notice a trigger, breathe deeply and remind yourself that this is an opportunity to heal. It's your inner being inviting you to acknowledge old wounds and let them go. You can learn to pause in this moment instead of reacting automatically. You can say to yourself, this feeling is about the past, not the present. By doing this, you change your emotional response and your vibrational frequency. And the more you practice managing triggers, the more freedom you create for yourself. You open space for new experiences that match your true worth and desire for loving connections. You see, self-love is the foundation from which all healthy relationships grow. It means accepting yourself completely, including your perceived flaws and vulnerabilities. When you nurture yourself with kindness, encouragement, and compassion, you raise your vibration because you're authentic with your true self. Send a clear signal to the universe. I am worthy of love. This attracts relationships that reflect the energy. So start with small daily practices. Affirm your goodness, celebrate your uniqueness, and care for your needs without guilt. Replace self-criticism with self-support. The more you do this, the more you feel naturally confident and whole. Healthy relationships mirror the love you have for yourself. When you love yourself deeply, you no longer seek approval outside. You invite love that matches your authentic frequency. So in order to do this, you want to also build confidence and boundaries in love. Confidence is not the absence of fear, but the decision to love and honor yourself despite it. It is about trusting your worth so much that you are willing to set boundaries and express your truth in relationships. Clear communication is a form of self-love. When you share your feelings, fears, and needs with honesty and respect, you deepen intimacy and create space for mutual understanding. So you don't want to share these feelings only with your partner. You want to share them first with yourself. Remember, the right person will choose you again and again, not because you are perfect, but because you are authentic and brave enough to show your true self. Your confidence grows each time you practice loving yourself unconditionally and asserting your boundaries lovingly. This straightens your vibrational match to the love you want to attract. Healing is a journey, and you are not alone. Many have transformed feelings of insecurity and fear into radiant self-love and meaningful relationships. For example, a woman who once carried a heavy sense of comparison began a daily practice of affirming her worth and releasing old stories. Over time, she noticed that her relationships became more joyful and supportive, attracting people who cherished her unique light. Another person learned to pause when feeling jealous or insecure, using those moments as invitations to connect with their inner self and realign with their true vibration. This shift brought peace and opened doors to deeper love. These stories remind us that change is possible. By shifting your inner world, your outer reality will naturally transform. Your path to love begins with you. When you choose to nurture yourself, release old fears, and align with you, with your true self, your true worth, you invite love that is joyful, safe, and fulfilling. Practice patience and kindness with yourself as you heal. Every day is an opportunity to choose thoughts and feelings that lift your vibration and bring you closer to the love you deserve. Trust that the universe supports you in this process. The right people will see and appreciate your light clearly and choose you wholeheartedly. You're worthy, whole, and lovable just as you are. Your story of love and healing is unfolding now. Embrace it with open arms and a grateful heart. And remember, you don't want someone who chooses you just because they haven't seen someone else. You want someone who has seen others, who has lived, who still, without hesitation, chooses you. You want to be loved by someone who sees your energy and feels at home. You don't need to compete for love. Real love doesn't ask for that. You don't need to earn it, prove it, or fear losing it. What's truly aligned with your soul can't pass you by. The right person won't compare you, they'll recognize you. And most of all, you're the one who gets to choose yourself first, every day, every breath, every moment. So if this resonated with you, I welcome you to subscribe and stay connected. Take care.